I do have a question for you, though.
Yeah, what's your question?
How excited are you about season 13 of American Horror Story with all of the Coven
I'm so excited.
apocalypse crew coming back? Are you pumped?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I honestly, Coven is my favorite season.
10 out of 10 don't like this one.
Oh no.
That's gross.
No, Coven's my favorite season.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dysfunctionally Yours, the podcast where we embrace the chaos, laugh through the struggles, and find hope on the other side of trauma. I'm your host, Brittany, and if you've ever felt like your life was a beautifully messy roller coaster of dysfunction, trust me, you're in good company. Here, we'll have real, raw, and sometimes ridiculous conversations about mental health, relationships, and healing, because let's be honest, life isn't always pretty, but that doesn't mean we can't come out of it stronger and maybe even smiling. So grab a cup of coffee or a glass of bubbles, and let's navigate this wild journey together, dysfunctionally, but never alone.
I actually, I'm part of our American Horror Story on Reddit, and I've been seeing a lot of updates
Yeah.
and casting updates, and I'm
They're
thrilled.
all on it. They're
I know.
all on it.
I know. I'm super stoked. I'm kind of curious to see what direction they're going to go in. Like,
Yeah.
and people are saying it's going to be like this tribute to the past seasons, and it's all going to come full circle and come together somehow.
Well, I was also reading something that was talking about because, Apocalypse also brought all of the Coven crew in, and then they
Yep.
killed the guy so it was talking about how are they going to pull that and this and then make it. So I don't know, but it's
Jessica
in September.
Lange's back.
I know.
They had to have given her a fat check because she was adamant. She's like, no, I'm done. I'm retired. I don't do any of that. And then all of a sudden, season 13, and we get Jessica Lange.
The budget must be insane because it has all of them. It has Ariana Grande and her coming off of her Wicked stuff. Like, she's probably worth more now than she's ever been, and she's always been worth plenty. So,
like me, worth plenty.
Well,
no, I'm stoked. I am so excited. I don't think we're gonna see Myrtle. I think that's the Myrtle Snow. I think that's the only actress that they can get back, and it's mostly because
did she die?
No, she's still alive. She's just retired, I think, from acting now, but also Jessica Lange is acting. So
I was like,
I don't judge.
She's
when
old as dirt.
When you're done, you're done. But I can't wait, even though I'm the current reigning supreme.
My other question actually was going to be, how do you feel? Because this is going to upset the Supreme Order, and I know you identify as the current Supreme. So
I feel like I'm at the Academy right now, giving an interview after Fiona died. I think the balance of power will all work out how it's exactly supposed to in the end with me.
Okay, fantastic. I am going to rewatch Coven and Apocalypse as we're getting closer to September, because I want to just be I want it to be so fresh. All of the who is, what is, who killed, who done it. I need to be on top of all of the things.
And Coven for me just had it was one of the best seasons for it was a great dialogue and just, oh my God,
it was great.
I remember Fiona at one point was talking to one of the other witches, and it was Cordelia, and she was like, Christ, our girls couldn't pull a rabbit out of a hat. Talking about our girls, our powerful witches, and they're like, can't pull a fucking rabbit out of a hat.
Well,
we know it's coming. A piece of bread with the heat they were putting on.
Oh no, your recall of that is wild.
I know, I just have core memories of shows that are just locked away up there.
Well, funny you say that, because I was on my 129th rewatch of Schitt's Creek, and the episode that came on the other day was the one that Moira Rose mentioned, the toaster in the bathtub comment, and I was like, oh my God, Chris actually just said this 2 weeks ago, and I was like, that's
literally
I knew it existed. I knew it existed,
I don't
to
know how
then
I
like
do it.
hear it again, because it was just such a, like a little like passing moment, you know?
Well, and it's weird. I don't know if it's like a TV show thing, but also the other night I was hanging out with some friends playing Mario Party, and randomly we were talking about childhood shows.
Yeah.
And we started talking about the Fairly Odd Parents, and
Okay.
someone was just like, who is that girl that Timmy really liked, and we couldn't figure it out. And I just instantly, I'm like, Trixie? And everyone was like, how? Yes, but how did you
Your recall of that.
literally, I didn't miss a beat. I look up and I'm like, Trixie.
That's
It's
funny.
Trixie. And it was.
All right.
That's the supremacy flowing through my veins.
Quite clearly.
Royal blood here.
Royal blood. You know what? I don't even know. I was going to say, do I dare ask? I don't dare ask, because I just need everybody to know when I walked through the studio doors today,
Coachella!
this energy is what greeted me, and not just from the dogs. And I wish I could say it was because he was so excited to see me. However, it was not. He's high on Coachella still, constantly.
Oh my God. I stayed up. I started watching it Friday night. I stayed up until
Texting me updates along the way.
No, literally, I think I was texting
She's
you.
on stage. She's off stage.
She just did the most oh my God. Okay. This is gotta save it because this is my relief of the weekend.
Yeah, right. So
Actually, it's good segue.
right. It is a good segue. Go ahead.
My relief of the week. I have been waiting since Friday to just like literally, I've been waiting for this. Sabrina Carpenter headlining Coachella 2024 when she was just opening for Taylor Swift. She was like, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to be a headliner. Let's fucking go. Here she is. She is grown up. She is fabulous. She has the budget was budgeting.
The budget was insanity. There was no budget. There was no budget.
Like, no offense to Justin.
The budget was infinite.
Like, no offense to Justin Bieber. I know, like, I'm a Bieber fan. I like Justin, but his setup compared to Sabrina, and like Justin's a different artist. He's in a different like kind of time in his life. And I think he wants more like chill, almost intimate vibes kind of with his fans. But honestly, it sounds bad, but I was like, wow, they gave Justin this donut looking plywood thing where he can lay, and then I think was it just left over from Sabrina wood? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But no, the budget was budgeting. She looked, her intro, just, I thought it was all pre-recorded. And then this bitch is actually live doing the whole thing. I can't. I've watched that intro of her walking on the stars. Take your shoes off. Oh my God. Incredible. I am high on Sabrina Carpenter right now. She's my girl. I'm so upset that I wasn't there in person. I would have drained my life savings if I would have known that's how that was going to go. Iconic. The stage. Huge. She had the whole stage, the whole everything.
My response to this was, I don't even like Sabrina Carpenter.
Nah, she's fine. She's okay.
I said, she doesn't do it for me. I don't like her. I don't like her music.
You said she's
I don't
creative.
like her look. I don't like
What do you mean you don't like her look?
I don't like her hair looks like a wig. I don't like Sabrina Carpenter. What I did say, though, is she is creative. She is creative. And like, that's a whole mastermind behind that. And yes, I do think T Swift needs to possibly consider retiring while she's still on top, because somebody else is about to dethrone her. But I don't like either one of them. So there's that. No, he makes me watch a video. He was like, but watch this. I watch a video and I'm like, why is there a spider crawling on the girl? Like, that
the
was
house tour video. Oh, such
my response. Why is there a spider?
It left me gagging. Absolutely gagged.
It left me.
Do you want the house tour?
I said, why did she run over a man?
Why not?
He says, she kills a man in every video.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm like,
you have to give the people what they want, Brittany.
That's relatable. Men are
garbage.
Atrocious.
No,
Chris says, I agree. As a man, I'm like, I mean,
I
have questions.
I mean, I think I'm okay. I'm not toxic. But
blink blink.
No, like she does that in all of like the Tears music video. She actually had 3 different endings to it depending on like where you're watching it, I think, or something like that. So like she threw her heel and it hit some guy in the chest. One video, a tree fell on him, and another one, and then I don't remember the third one, but yeah, every music video she does, someone ends up like kind of a man ends up kind of croaking, and I think we like to see that, but you got to give the people what they want. And
we like to see women stab men with
and
high
women
heels.
empower men. I support
I
that.
can be empowered as fuck and not kill anybody.
Well, yeah, no, I don't necessarily. Oh, there we go. I don't necessarily.
If you touch it again, I'm going to tape your hands together under your ass.
I keep moving the camera. It's fine. So
What
yeah,
is
I
your
have
ache.
my ache of
Yes. What is it?
My ache of the week is that Coachella's gonna be ending this month.
How long is Coachella?
There's like it's multiple weeks, so she'll be headlining again
Next week.
I think so. Next weekend, maybe. I think it's like April. What was it, 7th or the 10th? I don't know. She does 2 weekends.
Okay.
And I'm gonna eat it up again. I'm gonna eat it.
All right.
Fuck up.
So brace yourselves. I'm bracing myself because I get the live updates.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be getting like all of my TikToks to you for the next week, or just
and I watched all of them. I watched every one of them, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit back with like an open mind and a new lens, like, and really try. Can I, who has always said, I love pop music. I love a good pop. Like, so I was like,
So how can you not?
Can't stand her. I don't like her.
What do you mean you can't? Whoa.
All the music sounds the same. It all sounds the same. I don't like any of it. The beat does not grab me in my soul.
You're going to tell me Espresso, by the way, so everyone knows
Didn't like that one either.
Literally the song of 2024. The song of the summer 2024. Everyone agrees with that. It's been certified as the song of the almost 3 billion streams. And you're going to tell me you didn't like Espresso?
I'm probably 2 of those 3 billion streams, and only because I had 2 different people say, when I hear this song, I think of you, which was interesting. And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
So you do like Espresso?
I listened to it twice.
Twice?
Ever.
I thought you were like 2 of the 2 billion of the 3 billion. I was like 2 billion?
Oh, like no, 2. Not 2 billion of the 3 billion.
My Spotify
singular.
Wrapped said that I listened to it last year over 1,000 times.
Oh. Okay.
I was a 0.01%
We are different.
Sabrina Carpenter fan.
We are different.
Short and sweet. My ache of the week. Right. I've just been so excited about.
No, you said your
Coachella.
ache of the week was that Coachella was going to end this month. You already gave an ache.
Okay, well, I have a second one, though. My real one. I mean, that is an ache of the week. But my real one is so I have 2 golden retrievers, and one of them is getting surgery next week.
His pajamas are so cute.
I know. So, last night I bought some post-op surgery pajamas, and I found some dinosaur ones. So he's gonna have some little spikes.
Dinosaur spikes. So cute.
But he's getting some masses removed, non-cancerous, thankfully. But there's one that's really big that's kind of under his armpit. That's kind of impacting his mobility or will. So we're just getting it taken care of. So that kind of sucks because he's an anxious wreck. And last time he had a mass removed, I had to sleep on the floor with him laying on my chest because he was in pain and confused.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. Thankfully, my husband is taking a couple days. He's going to be working remotely, but he'll be able to kind of be here this week and stuff like that, since I actually have to go to work, I guess, and do that. So that is my ache of the week.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I'm sad that he needs surgery, and I just want it to go well.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Sabrina is wishing me good vibes.
Obviously, she definitely is. I mean, I imagine.
I can feel it.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys are like kindred spirits, like twin flames. I feel that for you.
Absolutely.
I feel that for you.
I learned all my Juno poses from her, actually.
Okay.
You're like, we're gonna edit that one.
Like I don't ask questions. I don't ask questions. All right. I'm Brittany, and my ache and relief of the week. My ache is the amount of content I've watched about Sabrina Carpenter.
No!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We need more content.
My ache of the week, I actually was laying in bed this morning being like, what is my ache of the week? I don't know that I necessarily have a major ache, which isn't a bad thing, right? Like sometimes it's just okay that like life is okay.
Feels weird though, doesn't it?
It does feel weird. Like when I go to therapy and she's like, how are things? And I'm like, good. And she's like, what about this? I'm like, good. It's good.
Yeah.
Like things are good. And I'm going to ride that wave
for as long as we can.
As long as the wave's here, right? If the wave is 2 days, cool. If the wave is 2 months, cool. If the wave is 2 years, God, that would be amazing. So
2 hours. Well, I'm glad we had the 2 hours.
We had the time. So I think more or less it's fine. The minor inconvenience in my world right now, and this is, I guess in my world, I would say, so because, and I'm not getting into politics or religion because that's not what we do here, but I have talked so often about how perfect my algorithm is. And because there's so much happening right now, it started to creep in. And so the other night I was scrolling and it was like, president this, president that, president this,
I know.
president
I have
that.
to stop myself sometimes.
No. I was like, nope, done. And I was so bummed out because I was like, I just wanted a little like doom scroll session, but I was like, nope, you are in timeout, phone, because this is not acceptable. And then I picked it up the next morning and it was fine again. But like it was trying its damnedest to like come into my space. And I'm like, we're not doing that.
I know there's been a couple of times where I've wanted to send something to you and then not this one. Once in a while I still might.
Yeah.
Because I am who I am.
Well, and like information, like I do need to know information, right? Like I do, but no, that was a little bit of a bummer. And I was like, damn it, stupid phone.
Just have to get you some more Sabrina Carpenter to fix that. That'll fix the algorithm. Right.
Mm-hmm. My relief of the week. So it is like Denver Jazz Festival week. And so last night, well, like yesterday, one of my friends was like, hey, we got last minute tickets to the show. Do you want to go? And in my brain, I'm like, oh my God, that requires me to leave my house at 8 p.m.
Probably
and the
have
answer
to take a
is
shower, maybe.
Totally. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go. And then I was like, you know what? I will go. I will go do fun things with fun people.
Wow.
I bought a ticket. We went to this jazz show. So there's like 7 or 8 different venues that are supporting like all of the different artists that are coming out. And so we ended up at one brewery to eat. And I had this delicious like red beans and rice because it's this like a Black owned and operated brewery. I had a Mexican lager. It was delicious. It was such a great beer. And then the red beans and rice that I had, I wasn't even going to eat, but I saw them. I saw like they had a very like
You're like,
Cajun-y,
well, since I'm here, can we just put in an order for that?
They had a very like Cajun-y themed menu or whatever. So I'm like looking around at people's food. And I was like, oh, I guess I want just a little side of that. So I got a little side red beans and rice. They were delicious.
Just want a little treat,
little snack.
Like, nothing crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, that was very good. The lady that was performing there was phenomenal. And then we went to the actual show that we were going to, and it was just such a good time. The music was great. It was a nice, like, everybody's just so happy to be there. It was a good show. It was very good show. And interestingly enough, I'm there and we're like walking to go to the patio or whatever, and I bump into this girl next to me and I look at her and I'm like, oh, like I knew her.
Oh,
she's my son's friend. And so
like, hey girl.
Yeah, I was like, hey,
at the club. Like,
right. I was like, hey, and she looked at me and had to do like a whole double take. Like, where do I like, oh my God.
Like it's past 8 p.m. and you're out and you're like, oh.
And then she looks at her friend. She's like, oh my God, that's Corbin's mom. And I was like, I'm Corbin's mom. I haven't been referred to as Corbin's mom in a long, long, long time. So my friend that I was with, like, she got a tickle out of that all night long. All night long. Every time she thought about it, she's like, hee, Corbin's mom.
Corbin's mom.
I'm like, yes, yes. So that was a fun, it was fun. It was a fun night. Also, a thing I learned, and you'll get a kick out of this, maybe. You should.
Maybe.
You should.
You should if you don't.
Right. If you don't, I don't know what's wrong with you. So my friend that I was with is smaller. She's like 5'5".
Okay.
I am not. I'm like 5'11". And she says something like, I can't even see what's happening on the stage. And I was like, what do you mean?
Like I'm looking at the
I'm
stage
looking at it. Like, what do you mean you can't see?
Gotta get my spectacles.
Right. I was like, what do you mean you can't see the trumpet player kind of situation? Like, just very like, what do you mean? And she's like, I can't see. And so I squat down to her level. And I was like, oh my God. I did. That's right. I was like, this is tragic. Like, is this how you see the world all the time down here?
Down here.
She was like, yes.
Yeah, this is as high as I go, Brittany.
She's like, I can't get any taller. She's like, I've always been this small. Like, I can't get any taller. And I'm like, oh, this
just won't do.
This is tragic. Like, this is actually awful. And then there was a lady next to her that was probably a good 4 inches shorter than her. So then her and I are both like squatting down, like so
Getting
far
slow.
down. I'm like,
Can you see? Can everyone see?
what a terrible way to see the world. I can't imagine.
No.
Short people, I apologize on behalf of your genes, your genetics, because it was so sad. I was like, oh, I just get
that
to
makes
stand
me
here and
think
look.
about all the times I've been somewhere and I'm like, has there ever been a short person behind me? And they're like, oh my God, we can't see. This guy in his big brain, because he's so smart, is just, his head's just so big so we can't see.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think people think when they're like,
when they see you, they're like, that guy with the big brain.
Yeah, that guy with the big brain. Like, he's just like, and he's handsome too.
It's quite obviously the first thing they notice too is your big brain. Do you want an update on my laptop?
I've been waiting. Like, I know I kind of asked a little bit, but I'm so curious.
No laptop.
Oh my God.
So I get, after all that claim, I had to wait for them to do the claim. Then they come back to me. They say, FedEx, we've denied the claim because we have a contract with Best Buy that says we don't reimburse their claims.
Could someone have
told me this at the beginning?
My God.
Could Best Buy have stopped sending me to FedEx? I was like, what the fuck?
I'm actually so upset.
Right now. I read the email and I was like, I can't even deal with this today. Like, I was furious. And so I was like, I was off Friday. And so I was like, I will be on the phone. My day Friday is clearly now going to be spent on the phone with somebody that is going to give me a resolution. I don't care if it takes all fucking day.
Like, I'll sit in the same damn spot.
Yep.
We will be on the phone.
Yep. So I pull out my pen, my paper, my phone. I have all of the screenshots and emails and all of the reference numbers for all of the thing. Like, I am ready to go. Like,
you got receipts.
Receipts. I get the guy on the phone. His name is Juan. Juan from Best Buy. Juan says, how can I help you? And I'm like, well, short version, this, and this. And now I am back here. And he says, oh, do you want your money back or the laptop? And I was like, well, I would like the laptop. Like, to
be honest,
I don't want to reshop for a laptop. This has been just a nightmare. So, like, I would, if I have an option. He says, yeah, let me get some information, takes down some information, pulls up the original record, and he's like, sure, 2 to 3 days. Chris, I was on the phone with Juan for 9 minutes. 9 minutes. No pushback, no hassle, no denied, no nothing. Just, would you like a laptop?
Yeah, here, we'll ship it out right now. Sorry about that.
And then he says, we're going to find a different shipper. So it might take us 2 to 3 days to find the shipper before we ship it because we're not going to use FedEx. So this doesn't happen again. But yeah, we'll send you your laptop. I said, "Thank you, Juan.
Thank
You
you."
are the best part."
Crying.
I know. I'm like, "You're the best part of this entire experience. Like, I appreciate you so much." He's like, "Thanks. That's so great. Do you want your reference number?" "Yes, I do. Thank you, Juan."
5 stars.
Yeah. So
wow. That honestly, I appreciate that has been hopefully it's not done yet. You gotta get it.
Right.
But that also makes me wonder what the fuck were these other people doing?
All these claims.
Just like, and no one could have thought to have told you that FedEx was gonna because of the I can't. I can't.
Wild.
I can't.
Wild, right? So hopefully I get a new laptop this week. So we'll stay tuned. But that's where we are with that. And I appreciate
I honestly, I would maybe have asked for a nicer laptop. I'm not gonna lie. Like all that pain and suffering you put me through for the past week, and, no, you can upgrade the RAM or do something.
Seriously.
Emotional suffering.
Right. I just it's absolutely mind-boggling to me that they tell you to go online, file all of these claims. It took me going through hell and high water to get somebody on the phone with FedEx, who then called me at 6 o'clock in the morning, to do all of that. And all I needed to do from the start was call Best Buy's 1-800 number. What? And of course, the recordings are like, "You are connected to an AI, da, 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 da." And I was like, "I need a real representative. I need a real representative." I said it 3 times, and I was pushed right through to Juan.
Wow.
That's it. Just that easy. I'm like, "Oh, so
magic."
So we'll see what happens with that.
To be determined.
TBD. TB freaking D. No updates on the Venmo money yet, but
oh my God, I forgot about that.
I did not.
Yeah.
I want my $85 plus the negative charges that they're waiting for me to pay desperately. But, we'll one thing at a time.
Slowly getting.
Because it did tell me 10 business days, and it hasn't been 10 business days. So I haven't gone up in arms at Venmo yet. But this week, this is the week.
Yeah, I'm kind of the person that's like, if Venmo would have told me 10 business days, like an hour after they told me that, I would have been like, the fuck, this still isn't resolved.
Why I check it every day. I'm like, why isn't there an email? Why don't I have my Venmo account restored? Why has nothing changed? I'm like, 10 business days, 10 business days.
10 business days.
Okay. So that's, adventurous week, right? We love it. But sometimes we're tired.
All the
right?
time.
All the
Chronic exhaustion.
Chronic exhaustion. And I feel like so many people can relate to the chronic exhaustion right now because life is hard, right? You go to work just to pay bills, and then you pay the bills and you don't get to enjoy life because you're paying bills. And then you turn on the TV and it's chaos, and then relationships are hard and life is hard, and then you just rinse and repeat and do it all over again. And so we're tired. I think as a society right now, our baseline is tired. But what happens when it's not, when it's beyond tired, when it's you don't, when you feel burnt out? What is our difference between just being tired, baseline tired? You can take a snooze. You might be able to feel refreshed after a snooze, feel a little refreshed after a day off. Doesn't mean you're not still tired the next day. But what's the difference between being tired and burnt out?
I think there's a healthy tired, kind of like stress.
Sure.
I think there are.
That's a good comparison.
There's obviously toxic stress, the stressors that are pushing us to the very fabric of our being. Ooh, we gotta do something about this. This is stressful.
Yeah.
And then there's also a healthy amount of stress. I do think stress, and our stressors, there is a balance between I do think we need to have stress to an extent to just be functioning humans.
Get shit done.
And I think I think what we're seeing right now is kind of like a domino effect almost of like life has changed over the last, I mean, life has always ebbed and flowed.
Life has never changed, Chris.
But-
Don't lie to people.
But I think over the last 10, I don't know, even like 20 years, like with technology changes, social media, um, all of the just complicated things with like our social systems and all the things. I think a tired baseline is kind of where Americans, like, I'm not even going to say
Yeah.
the entire world. I think, I mean, and like, I'm sure people in London and Australia and all that have stress, but I think for Americans, you know, kind of like you were saying, we get into this kind of almost a rut of like, wake up, go to
Yeah.
work, get off work, have dinner. You're too tired to do anything. You do the bare minimum to make sure that
Yeah.
like, your dogs have water and that your house isn't going to burn down. You go to bed
Mm-hmm.
and you repeat. I think for some of us, like, because I was thinking about this for myself, I was like, damn, I just do the same thing. I wake up, I go to work,
Yeah.
I get dinner, I watch TV for an hour, and then I go to bed and just repeat.
Yeah.
And lately, I've been personally feeling like, I think that's why I'm so pumped about like things like Coachella and stuff, because I want to do something different. And like, and Coachella was different for me this week.
Yeah.
Like, it was something different that wasn't in my routine that
Yeah.
I made time for,
Yeah.
that has brought me
So much joy.
so much joy. Like,
So much
I am
joy.
so, like, I'm just, it's been great.
No, you are absolutely radiating off of it, which is like,
The hallmark of any rising supreme is glowing, radiant health.
but what is like where do we find like the difference between like I need a nap and like I need a new life? Like I feel like that's where our burnt out, tired spectrum is. Like tired,
Yeah.
you're like, I need a nap. Burnt out, you're like, I need a new life.
Yeah. Well, and I think that looks different for everyone, right? Like,
Yeah.
we all have different kind of baselines for our comfort and like just what do we want that to look like? Like, is it a career change? Is it a relationship change? Is it leaving the country? What does that look like? Like, and what is causing the stress? Is it work? Is it politics? Is it friends? Is it,
Mhm.
I mean, quite frankly, I almost had a meltdown in the
You?
I know, like
What?
I know. And action. That's what I think when but that's what my husband is like when he's like, "Oh, something's gonna make Chris upset," and action, and then off I go. Cue my husband
Cue
foaming at the
Kristen.
mouth
Cue.
and turning into a rabid fucking dog. Yeah, I think there's a lot of just people feeling like they're very stuck
Mhm.
and they don't know how to go about getting out of that rut. But I would encourage people to find things that bring them joy.
Mhm.
And it's hard because I recognize now that like it's something that you have to go out of your way to do. Kind of like how you went out last night. Like
Yeah.
normally you're like, oh my God, I could just stay in and watch
just wanna
AI
stay in.
fruit and pass out.
I know. I wanted to paint a picture and just like I've been binge watching Summer House for reality TV because it's like there's scandal happening. So that was my plan. That was my plan. And so the idea to leave what was my plan, to deviate from my plan that I was very excited
it's
about.
like, oh God, I don't want to put on real clothes.
I did
like,
not want to put on real clothes.
or go out, even just go outside. Like,
Correct.
I'm safe in my house with my beverages and my
Yes.
heated couch and
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and all the comforts.
But it is intentional and you have to be intentional about it. And I had a great time, right? Like you went out of your way to stalk YouTube's Coachella live stream and
Oh, I've been glued
and
to that
you've
live stream.
enjoyed it so much, right? Like so we do have to go and make the effort to do something new and different.
You know what? You're right. Right here, right now, we're going to commit. We're going to Coachella 2027 next year, VIP seats. It's going to bring us joy.
Yes.
You heard it here. We're going to play this back a year from now.
Okay. Right. Right.
See, look at that. I'm being proactive in bringing myself joy now that I know I actively have to have a part in bringing myself joy.
Well, that's true.
Who would have thought?
But I think part of it could be like, right, we know how other people around us are feeling more now than ever, right? Because we now have raised a generation of humans that is like, we are going to talk about mental health. We are going to talk about stress. We are going to talk about all these things that we don't like. And
we don't give a fuck if you're uncomfortable by it. Don't care.
And because we're doing so much talking about it, then it's like, well, what are you going to do to fix it? So now you constantly are in this, like, which can add extra added stress, right? You're like, oh my God, I'm burnt out from my job. And people are
and
like,
then you get overwhelmed from acknowledging that, like, oh, this is happening. I'm overwhelmed with acknowledging this now. And now I can't do anything. Well, even things like, I think the mental breakdown. That's where I was going with that. At the store. The store is one of my least favorite places to go now.
Oh, I hate it.
And I've talked about this before, but with my health journey and knowing what is in foods, like I step through the store doors and I'm instantly upset but first of all, the carts have squeaky wheels and things like that.
Or they wobble.
Well, I picked a cart the other day and it sounded like squeaky wheels or whatever. I literally stopped. I put the cart back and I said, out loud, I was like, I'm not doing this today. And I found a new cart. And some people were like, and I'm like, I'm good. I can't. Billionaire corporation, and you can't have carts that don't have squeaky wheels. Get fucked. Like, ridiculous. And then I'm just like, ooh, I'm gonna be healthy. I'm gonna go get some strawberries and some carrots and all the fruits and all the veggies. I get to the strawberries and not all the strawberries, but it never fails. There's always some containers that have like mold in them. And I'm like, you are charging $6 to $8 for moldy strawberries. Like I don't know. Yeah. I was about ready to freak out. And then I was like, it's fine. I'll just, there's other things I can get. Like, so I got like bananas and things like that. But even just like pizzas and things like that, like learning like what's in them, the preservatives, the additives, the dyes, all the things. And I'm like, is there anything that I can get at the store that's not going to give me cancer?
No.
Or terrible diarrhea?
No.
Or chronic headaches? Like it just, yeah. So part of anyway, where I was going with all of that is clearly I'm upset about food quality.
I know you mentioned it last week.
God, it makes me mad. Like all of us collectively work way too hard to just be fed Red 40.
Red 40 again. Here we are. Here we are, folks.
Coral Blue number 2.
Jesus. What? Can't even have a conversation without talking about SpongeBob.
I know, my brain. Maybe that's just that's trauma brain right there.
SpongeBob?
We have to laugh or else.
Oh, no, we do. I think to your point, I think there's a lot of pressure for all of that self-improvement. And like, then that becomes even more like people want you to show up a certain way. Yep. So like you turn into this sort of like circus pony, like this performing circus pony to show up the way everybody else is wanting you to. And even if you have more of that, like, I don't give a fuck attitude, you still give a fuck enough because you go to work and you can't get fired. You can't get fired, right? And so it's like, even if you wanted to go to work and you're like, I don't love my job, okay, then go find a new one. But it's tough out there. And
job market is trash.
Right. It's tough out there. And you also, a smart person isn't going to light the match on the bridge that they're currently standing on because like you need that recommendation because anymore people are calling your previous employer, whether you say it's okay or not. They're calling them. Would you rehire this person? If the answer is no, you're fucked. You're fucked. So, I think like that is problematic. So like always trying to be better and do better. I listen to my dad talk sometimes, and my dad is obviously of a older generation because he is my father. My dad has also done iron work forever. So he is like boots on the ground, hard manual labor all day, every day for his entire life. And he's like 70. And he's still
how's his skin? Because
it's amazing.
Oh, really?
My dad looks amazing. You would never know he was 70 years old.
Wow.
It's the Mexican in us.
I'm not going to live until I'm 70 because I don't want to be wrinkly.
Go get Botox then. Anyway.
Oh my God, I'm not I mean, I'm not gonna that wasn't meant to be judgy. Like, it's not for me right now.
Yeah, but you also don't want wrinkles, so, like.
Well, yeah, because I'm just naturally just not going to.
Oh,
Nothing's gonna
gotcha.
happen. This just stays
Naturally.
natural.
We're realistic over here. We don't live in Delulu land at all over here. So my dad will talk about how he talks to the people on the job site. And I listen to him sometimes and I'm like, gasp. You cannot say that. And he's like, the fuck I can't. And I'm like, oh my God, Dad, you can't say that. He says whatever he wants, but he's like, I could say whatever I want. Like, I've been doing this job for so long. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to say what I want. And I'm over here being like,
If you don't like it, go kick rocks.
yeah. And I'm over here like, oh God, did I talk too much? Did my face say an expression too loudly? Like, do I have a job still? And my dad's over here just
spewing off everything into the void, just like, it's fine.
and he's not worried about it, which, like, I'm sure there's some peace of mind in not being worried about it. He's not coming home being like, yeah, I told Joe Schmo to go kick rocks if he wasn't going to be on time. Don't even bother fucking coming in. And I'm like, oh my God, if somebody came in late to work and I was like, don't even bother fucking coming in if you can't be on time, I would be the one losing my job, not my employee that was late. It would be me.
Oh, you were supposed to be here at 8. It's 8:01. You can just stay home the rest of the day. You're not a team player.
Don't even come. Don't even come.
Literally just about ready to walk through the door. No, it's 8:01. You're done.
Like, lock the door.
You're done.
Like they did in school whenever if you're not here on time and the bell goes off, we're shutting the door, you can't come in. Like,
wow, your school did that?
yes.
My school just left all the doors unlocked all the time.
No room for error.
Well, I mean.
Oh, clearly. We were raised in a different generation. See, now you know the problem, folks. Now you know the problem. I go through school and they're like, don't fucking be late or don't come to class. And he's like, oh, they just let us come and go as we please.
I don't even think I had
no consideration for people's time.
I didn't even sign in or out when I left the school. Like, I don't. But I also, I was
safety.
I was one of the students that was like, if I went to the office and I was like, hey, I'm gonna leave campus to go, like, to get lunch, they'd be like, okay. But like this is the Midwest.
What if you got kidnapped? Like, where's the safety in that?
Well, I didn't. I'm right here.
But what if you did?
I was going to Casey's to get pizza. Who's going to kidnap me at a gas station in the middle of the day when there's people? Well, I mean, I get your point. But it's different in the Midwest. Like, we're very hospitable and community driven, and crime
happens in the Midwest.
Now I will say they have updated it. They did. You have to like doorbell in and like, but they have to buzz you in and stuff now. Yeah, back in the day, back in 15, you could just come and go from the school whenever you wanted. Like, it was just doors were unlocked. Like,
if you want to commit a crime, go to the Midwest.
I remember one time we
children running amok doing free for all.
Well, I remember one time we had was it an active shooter drill or a fire drill? I don't know. We had some sort of drill and we were supposed to like evacuate the building. And one of my teachers was like, everyone grab your laptops. We don't want those catching on fire or something like that.
What?
Even though it was just a drill.
Yeah, but who cares? I'm not grabbing my laptop and running down the hallways from an active shooter. Like, my laptop, like, what? No, I'm sorry. Like, that feels very, you know what? I won't.
We have changed. I mean, it sounds, well, not we. The school has changed, I think, since my my round in the heyday.
Well, clearly they were still behind the times because that changed after Columbine, and that was in '99. We won't talk about the Midwest anymore. That's frustrating. We were talking about burnout. Have you ever been burnt out from a job? Blink, blink.
Gosh.
What did it look like when you were,
as Tate McRae would say, oh golly gee.
What did it look like for you when you were burnt out? Like, how did you know?
My first
I knew.
My first reaction is to say something really inappropriate, and I can't let the internet. Oh no. Hello. We have a visitor. It's the one that needs surgery. Y'all can't see him. Okay, hi. Yes, okay. Okay, go on. Yes, okay. Back to the show. Wait, you said, I'm curious what your first indication was that I was burnt out, because you said or is it for you yourself?
I've never been burnt out of a job. I love my job.
When was your first indication that I was burnt?
Jeez.
Go away.
Well,
Shoot, go away.
people calling you names and you needing to take an entire day off for mental health day, crying at work because of asshole clients.
I only cried honestly,
When
I
you
didn't
start
cry.
calling in and not coming to work.
I do that. I was sick a lot though too, to be
You
fair.
did have some health stuff going
I had a lot of health stuff. I think the first indication for me that I was feeling that burnt out feeling. Why are we crying? Sorry, the guest is crying outside the door. Probably my general just my general
on.
attitude,
Yeah.
because I feel like I'm like when I'm God, this sounds so bad, but like when I'm stable and when I'm in a good place, like this is kind of how I'm presenting. Like I'm
Yeah, yeah.
very bubbly, I'm very happy,
Yes.
I'm like nonchalant. Like someone could be like, oh my God, like this person down the street just like flipped two cars and did X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And I'd be like in a set, like, oh my gosh,
Bummer.
like that's a bummer, but like it's not gonna like ruin my
Ruin the
day
day. Yes.
necessarily.
Yes.
Whereas I think I was getting to a
It
point
was just heavy.
where
Like you walked around heavy. Like there wasn't the bubble anymore. There wasn't like that sunshine. It was just all very, very, very heavy.
yeah, it's like I went from like sunshines and rainbows
Mhm.
to like dark storm clouds with
Yeah.
lightning and all the things. And I think I mean, the profession is hard. And I think like, I had some really hard clients that I worked with.
Yeah.
And I think you know which ones
Yeah.
I'm referring
I do.
to, and that honestly took a big toll on
Yeah.
me. I think that might have been kind of, I don't want to say the nail in the coffin, but I also think one thing that I struggled with is like there was a change in like multiple changes in
Yeah.
supervisors,
It's a tough one.
periods of where I didn't even have
Have
a
one.
formal
Yeah.
supervisor for months. And so like I think it was just a combination of like not having one person that
Mhm.
I could confidently go to. I did have one and then they left. And then just I think like with all the challenges in the world and just workload, like it was just super heavy. And I started to feel like, how can am I being effective?
Right.
I showing up in a way for my clients that I am present and supporting them.
Yeah.
And I think that's one that was a big thing for me because I always wanted to be present. I always wanted to do
Yeah.
my absolute very, very best. Like if there's one thing about me is that I do hold high standards for myself in my work
Yeah.
and how I engage with other people, especially those dealing with some pretty serious like
Mhm.
dynamics and
Yeah.
poverty and all the things. And I think for me, recognizing like I wasn't feeling like I was giving my best to each one of my clients, that I think that took a toll. Like there are so many things, so many factors. But yes, I have been burnt out by a job before. I think now I'm still in the field.
Yeah.
I'm doing something like totally
Totally different.
totally different, but I still love it. It lets me stay connected. But yeah, it was stressful. I felt like I was becoming someone that I wasn't, someone
Yeah.
that like I wasn't the same Chris that I was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
prior to
Prior.
all that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Like I said, I haven't necessarily felt like the burnout in a job, right? I've like realized when it was time for me to leave specific locations and go to a new one, but like I've never felt burnt out from the job. I'm just built different that way. But I have like in a relationship felt like relationship
Mm,
burnout, which comes with a lot of the same things. Like whenever you go and you're interacting with said person, whether that is a friend, whether that is like a romantic relationship, whenever you go and you're like, it's exhausting. Like just the idea of being like, I'm spending time with you and it is exhausting to me. And so then you're so disengaged, right? Like I had a friend that I was just like, we were close, but I knew every interaction that her and I had. There was a very real chance that it was going to end horrifically because, like,
it's like one of those when you walk up to someone and it's like your social battery and you can
yeah,
physically change it to going down while you're talking like, ugh.
yeah, just like awful. And so it was like every single time. And it would result in like, me actually waking up to being called names and horrific thing in a text. And it's like, this isn't okay. Like, I'm a super forgiving person, but this isn't okay. Like, this is abuse. Like, this is verbal abuse. This is emotional abuse. Like,
We're not here for that.
I'm not here for that. Like, you're not paying my bills. You're not fucking me. You're actually giving me, like, this is not what a friendship looks like, right? So it's like knowing that and dreading the interactions can be, that can be tough. And it's like, how do I navigate this? Because I'm also very compassionate and very empathetic. And like, I want to be able to show up for you when I know you're going through something, but also like, I know that this isn't for me and I would literally rather be doing anything but this. And then I think the last relationship I was in, that like the fact that I would stay at work until 8 or 9 o'clock at night, like in the office, just to like avoid going home because I'm like, I don't want to be in the same house as you. Like I'm able to work remote and I wouldn't work remote because it was like, I don't even want to be in the same house as you.
Space.
I have nothing to say to you. Like me withdrawing so much, like all I ever wanted to do at that point was just like watch TV or doom scroll because like, shh, don't talk to me. My show's on. And
My
it's what,
specials.
and then there was nothing to talk about because like I am doing this or I'm doom scrolling and I'm like, what did you say? Like, I don't care. I don't care. I truly don't care what you said. And that is also not how I am, right? Like, I like to believe that I am also a bowl of rainbows and sunshine and bring joy and laughter to the people around me. I don't stay angry. I don't stay mad. I don't hold grudges. It's not who I am as a person. Like, I don't have time or energy for that. But to know that, like, I'm showing up as this very dull, unpolished rock around you because, like, I just can't stand that. Like, it's exhausting. I would rather, like, I was going to bed so early. I was like, I would wake up at the crack of dawn and be out of the house before the sun even came up. So I'm getting to work early. I'm leaving work late just to be around people I wanted to be around and do something that I wanted to do because I couldn't stand it. And like when the breathing is making me angry,
Like, can you stop breathing?
can you
It's so
stop
loud.
breathing air? Like
I
stop
heard you
sharing
take
my
one
oxygen.
crunch on a chip from across the house. Can you shut
Can
the
you
fuck
shut the fuck
up?
up? And it's like that is like I went from having so much like not admiration. I never admired said person, but like very fond feelings, right? Just very fond feelings to being like the idea of you annoys me, makes me sad, right? Like I said, it wasn't just the original statement I said of like, do you just need a nap or do you need a new life? Like a nap should have been like in this situation, like a nap should have been like the time I'm at work, right? I've now gotten my time away from you and now I should be able to come back to you and enjoy this. Oh, no. No, no, no. I would rather
There will be no enjoyment after.
there was no enjoyment. And so I think that can be hard too, right? I think when we think of burnout, we think of it only in the work sense because, like I said, you said, we just wake up, go to work, and come home again. And that is where so much of our energy is going and our time. Majority of our time is going into the job. But the other side of that being like when we're not at work, we're supposed to be having these relationships that make us better, that make us feel rested, that help give that reset so that we can go to work. We shouldn't be avoiding the people that we aren't getting paid to spend time with, right? Like you might not be able to change your career. Some people can, some people cannot. Like that is not like I feel like some people are put in positions or have put themselves in positions that like yes you can maneuver, you have more opportunities and that's very very great, but other people can't, right? Like
People might be kind of stuck for one
kind of
reason
stuck.
or another.
And so it's like at least if at the end of the day after you went and did your job you're like I did a job for the paycheck, period, the end, you should be able to leave the job and go home and enjoy who you're spending your time with, whether that is a friend or, like I said, either or. Like, even if you're single, because, like,
Mhm.
who wants to be in a relationship these days? It sounds very stressful.
I have
Um,
said, and it's funny because my husband and I both agree on this. We've asked each other, like, if one of us were to die, like, would you get, like, married again? And the answer is a no. Nope, I wouldn't do it again. Me wouldn't do it again either.
The idea of dating is just
Yeah, like I don't want to.
exhausting.
Like here, here's 2 fun facts about myself. Like absolutely not. I don't have the bandwidth to share
Yeah.
2 fun facts about myself
Yeah.
with anyone.
I don't
quite
have fun
honestly.
facts.
Like we're out. We're fresh out. We're fresh out of
Fresh out of facts. You get none. Maybe we could talk about dating next week.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
like
All the new dating trends.
Yeah, all
and
the new dating trends. Let's talk about some dating
what
next
the
week.
youth are doing, you know,
Yeah.
because I'm hip. I'm
Right. As
young.
you as a married man and me as a like I'm not fucking doing that. We're gonna
critique. We're gonna
critique dating.
critique relationship.
I love that. We're gonna do that. Well, I think if you're feeling burnt out, I think
Reach out to your executive management team for support.
here's some bus passes.
Here's one thin slice of cheese.
Here's her
pizza.
cheese pizza. Thanks for doing a good job.
We couldn't afford paper plates, so just take it on this shitty
The bathroom paper towel. We already bought paper towels for the bathroom.
And remember, we're a family here.
No, I think if you're feeling burnt out, like I would say in parting, like those feelings are normal.
Absolutely.
We all go through them in different capacities, but I would say not to ignore that, right? Like
tap into that. Lean into that, as Brene Brown would say. Lean into your discomfort. Like and just like think about that. Think about like, okay,
what needs to change?
What needs to change? And kind of like what we were saying earlier, like me changing up my routine and watching Coachella, like even though I did that until like 12:30 in the morning, like that brought me joy.
Yeah.
But that was something that I had to do. That was something like I had to make time for. So sometimes I think we need to take accountability for making our own joy.
I absolutely agree. And the same to be said, like I really thought about like declining that invite yesterday. And then even as I was getting ready to go, I was like, fuck, I don't want to go do this. And as I'm driving around downtown looking for parking, I'm like, why?
Why am I here?
Why?
I could be in my robe and slippers.
And I, you know, by the time I got there, I had such a great time. Zero regrets. Would do again and probably go through the same, you know, like struggles to get there. But like, know that I would have a good time. So say yes. Like say yes to the opportunities that present, but also
yes.
like
do the things.
Know that burnout
Leave the country. Drain your savings. Eat that cheeseburger. Do everything. Make your own joy.
In moderation. And make your own joy. All right, we're gonna talk about dating next week. Until then.
Stream Coachella, Sabrina 2026, everybody.
Or new episodes of this podcast come out every Monday on YouTube and all streaming platforms. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Until next week, don't be afraid to be great. Toodles, poodles. Bye. You're so silly.